Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do the impossible. We're going to tackle the handbag collection. And it's not that my handbag collection is super enormous. I have seen so many way bigger handbag collections on YouTube. But it's more the fact that I can yap along. Okay? So this is probably going to be a very long one. Go grab yourself a drink or a snack or do something useful with your time whilst I am blabbering away about the handbags that I own. And do apologize if I'm not short and sweet. It is what it is. The very first bag is the Alma BB in this beautiful, beautiful yellow. It's a little bit brighter on camera than in real life. It is tiny bit darker, but it's like a beautiful, perfect yellow. Works perfectly with my outfit here. I use it a lot during summer because I wear blacks also during summertime, but as you can see, it's just a little pop of color. It is unexpected. I call this my Hawaii bag because I first laid my eyes on this bag in Hawaii a few years ago. The one thing I don't like about this bag is the strap that it comes with. As much as I appreciate a guitar strap because technically they are very comfortable, there is one thing that I hate about them, and that's the logo. I do not understand why they ever did that. Louis Vuitton does that, Prada does that. There are so many other brands. Even evah. I don't need the logo on the strap. I think it just cheapens everything, and to be really honest, makes it look fake, you know, like, and not in like a good way. Not that you can have fake in a good way. Anyways, I don't use that strap, but I still take it along with me when I'm traveling, just in case. And for traveling purposes, I find the Almas to be extremely comfortable because they're sturdy and they fit a lot. I just like to have this pop of color in my collection. Another pop of color that I'm picking right up next to it, and again, the color is not coming across as it should. It has an orange interior, but it's kind of like a fuchsia in between. It's really like fuchsia. When the light is hitting it, it's fuchsia, but in certain lights, it looks a little bit, anyway, it's a kind of a chameleon bag. This is the Celine Classic box bag. This is the Celine Classic bag called the box bag, and it has now been discontinued, sadly. So the only way to get this bag is in the pre-loved market, but worry not, I have seen that the prices have plummeted. So if you do want this, it's a great moment to buy it. But also equally, if you do want this, beware, because it does have a few flaws you need to be mindful of. I've made a video about this. I'm going to put it up here. Regardless of the flaws, which to begin with, these little hook things will dig into your arm when you're carrying it. I currently have it at the very shortest setting. Kind of like it under my shoulder like this. I really love the pop of color. And like I said, I don't have a lot of colorful bags, so this is quite a unique little piece. I'm going to tackle this part of my wardrobe. I'm now reaching into my shelf over there. If you see that there's some glare from the door. This is the next one I'll be showcasing. This is the Diorama bag. I bought this because I received rubbish client service at Chanel in Brussels. I wanted to buy the boy bag, and the way that it treated me was absolutely abysmal. So I left and I went next door to Dior, where I got the world's bestest service. And since that day, I keep saying it, hand on heart, Dior has one of the best client service out there. And I really appreciate them for that. I'm not the kind of person who's going to hate buy or who's going to prove something to a sales assistant. So if you are mean to me, I'm never going to want to come back. It's not going to work on me. So I have this one, and It's a beautiful lambskin bag. It does fit a lot more than you might think. But I have not worn it a lot throughout the past years. And regardless, this is still not a bag that I'm going to part ways with. The leather is also just absolutely exquisite. A few years ago, I saw a woman in the store with this bag crossbody, and she had worn the bag. Like, she had really worn the bag, and it looked absolutely yummy. So I know that there will be a moment where I'm going to grab this bag. And also, there are still like events where I take this bag out because it's a little bit more inconspicuous. It's not as in your face as a Chanel double flap because not a lot of people know what this bag is about. So I kind of like that vibe. And yeah, that is that. I told you that I like black, so brace yourself. This is my Chanel classic double flap in the jumbo size. And what can I say? I mean, you probably know everything about this bag. I'm not going to blabber on along too much about this. I bought this bag, I think, coming up to nearly 10 years ago soon. And I am happy I did, because if you were to ask me whether I'd repurchase this bag today, I would not. I have touched the bags at the Chanel stores. I even think they did something to the straps. I think the Chanel double flap has become like a symbol of how sad things have gotten generally in the consumer world. I mean, don't get me wrong, we do collectively consume way too much. We make too much waste. I contribute to it as well. But there are some categories where I hold back a lot just to kind of compensate. But the Chanel bag just, right now, it shows you how stupid we are, like collectively. They keep on churning out these bags. The quality has dropped so much. There are so many bags with flaws in store, and yet we are still buying it. And I say we, like collectively, because I'm not buying it. If something was to happen to this, I'm going to keep on repairing it as long as I can. But I use my bags a lot. I always find stuff in the pockets. But anyways, it is what it is. If you can find stuff on the pre-loved market, please do so, because that's the place to be, in my opinion. And also, since there's such a huge amount of bags available, you're definitely going to find something for you as well. Now, this is a little bit of color. So I'm like, throw in some white and I will believe that it's a color. This is my Dior DJoy. Never thought, this was one of those bags that I purchased because of the excitement. Because, you know, if you're in the luxury community, or also if you just follow handbag unboxings and all that, you know that you can get like a tunnel vision and you can like obsess about a bag. You will know everything about this bag. You will research all of the videos and everything. But there is something to be said about like being normal, may I say. Being normal as in, you go to the store, you don't know what they have in offering, and you just look around and suddenly you see something that you've never seen before and you try it on and you're just really just authentically excited about it. And this was one of those bags. Was it the very first time I saw this bag? No, I had seen it before, but it had never sparked my interest. I think Cassie Thorpe was like the first one who unboxed her blue one. Like, she has a bluish DJoy. I looked at it, it was like it, but it's not my thing. It's not my thing. And then I went skiing in France and I saw this bag in the village, in the Dior store. And it just captivated me. And I thought, I've never had a white bag. Never wanted to have an expensive white bag. Well, I did. And how has it held up? It does get a little bit dirty, but I have gotten everything off with like a leather cleaner, so it's all good and well. But yeah, and eventually I did not pull the trigger when we went skiing because I don't really like to buy designer handbags when I'm flying. But not long after we went to Cannes and Monaco, and this is pretty much where I bought it. I bought it from Cannes and I love it. This is a very ladylike bag, and I don't care about the ways that I carry it in the sense that I'm not afraid to carry it. I carried it the entire summer, like crossbody, couldn't have cared less. Just really, I like this bag. I like it a lot. And I do carry it crossbody. I don't use the short strap, but you can. And I probably will because since I lost some weight, things look better. Things always look better when you're a little bit lighter. But yeah, this is my Dior DJoy. Also, I wanted to mention the Lady Dior is not me. It's a little too feminine, like a little too feminine. And I like things with a quirk, with an edge. Not that this one has a quirk, but it's the Lady Dior, but in a more like freestyle kind of way. At least this is how I see it. Let's take out the disco ball. The disco ball. It looks best when there's light shining on it. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous. So we all know what bag this is. This is the Prada Nylon Re-Edition crystal version. It's all blinged up. And I'm generally not a blinged up kind of person. And I could say this is also one of those bags that I just got really excited about the way that it looked. Because I didn't have anything like this, and I still don't have anything like that in my collection. Well, it's a little bit tight on me when I have like a thicker something on, but I like it a lot. It's a magpie. But since I wear a lot of black, I think this looks bestest during the dark winter months when you need a little bit of shimmer and glitter and all that kind of stuff. So I really like it for that occasion. Then I have my Loewe bag, my Loewe Raffia bag. Oh, well, look at that. I have stuff everywhere. Anyways, this is the Loewe Raffia bag I got last year. And even though I just finished saying how tacky I think that the straps are, I don't know, the way that they did that, I can kind of, it's like, okay. I was looking for a raffia, like a designer raffia bag for a long time. And already the fact that you have to say designer raffia sounds like a very stupid thing to say. Because let's be honest, it's probably one of the most stupid like purchases that you can make. However, I wanted a little bit of a fix. And I have been looking at the Loewe totes forever. Raffia totes, right? Something always stopped me from getting it. I do not know why, but I felt that this was the thing, this was the one, and I don't regret it. It has served me really well, and it was also at the price point that if it was to completely deteriorate, of course I would be mad, but there is a price point above which I'm not willing to buy a designer raffia bag because even I have common sense. I know you would not believe that, but I do. So yeah, but I love to have that. It translates really nicely into like a day-to-day kind of bag, and it doesn't look too slouchy, but yet it's like slouchy enough to be comfortable. This is the infamous Bottega dumpling bag, or any other body part that you might recognize. I don't know. I love this bag. I got it pre-loved. I got a really good deal on it. What I love the most about this is, first of all, it's very packable. So if I need a clutch, this is not one of those fragile clutches that you need to not breathe around, which I have a couple, but this is just, it's a nice clutch. You grab and you go, and it gets as big as you want it to get. And this thing fits a ton load. It can get really heavy, but I can throw in a bottle of water. I can throw in a book. My Kindle goes in here. Like, it's a really, really good handy bag to have with me when I travel or during summertime. I really like it. Then I have something, I just grabbed it. It's my catch-all, but currently they do sell it as a handbag, so I think I can show it as a handbag. Technically, it's a small leather good. This is the pochette accessoire from Louis, and this is it. It's just a little flap that you can take along. I don't use it as a bag. This is generally my catch-all, like I said, but I do love the fact that it does take over some responsibility if I do need something, especially when on vacation, you know, when I don't want to lug around millions of different things. Then this has been a little pouch that, you know, I don't know, you can grab and go, have breakfast, whatnot. And yeah. Here is one of my fancier clutches. I have to locate the other one as well, but this is from Roger Vivier. And this is a fragile piece because this is lambskin, and this is not one of those, ooh, I'm really strong lambskin. This is a fragile lambskin, but I have a dust bag in there, but it's a pretty great size clutch, and I have used it whenever I do need a clutch that is also somewhat inconspicuous, and you cannot go wrong with a clutch as such. I'm pretty talented, aren't I? Anyways, it looks actually really good with my outfit today. I should wear it. You know, it's timeless. I can see myself wearing this bag when I'm 90 as well. If the Lord allows me to turn 90 without any problems. But I can really, I don't know. I can see my grandchildren just running around after this bag, and they'll be like, "Grandmama had this bag with this big golden clasp." I don't know. It's just a little clutch. Then here I have one of my favorite bags from Louis. I really like this bag, and I cannot wait for it to get trashed, to get like a really good patina. This is the Nevah in the GM size. I have it stuffed right now. This is why it looks like that, but I use it a lot. And I also use it as my home bag. So when I go into the garden and I need to take some stuff with me, I will grab this and I will let it tan together with me, especially the bottom, because I don't want it to get like ruined completely. I want to get a good patina. But this is an amazing bag. It is an amazing bag. And if you can get it pre-loved, because I did look on the pre-loved market, the prices have gone up so much on this bag. But every time I see someone with that exact bag, and that bag has been like worn in and loved and all that, I think this is one of the prettiest bucket bags out there, especially when it gets really worn and loved. So this, I'm waiting for it to get really dark brown. This is the oldest bag that I currently own, and I purchased it when I was pregnant with my daughter, and at that time I had 2 other Louis Vuitton bags, and that was it. Those were the times. I really do remember. I have since sold the other 2. I don't regret it, like somewhat regret it, but I also know I would have never worn them again, so it's fine. But this one, I think, is a really, really lovely bag. It's almost vintage. I'll have to wait a few more years, and I will have created my own little vintage bag. This is the Sommer bag. It was really popular in the 2010s, around that time, I believe. And this one, I don't, throughout the year, I don't use it that much, but I will take it out in the summer This is one of those bags where I really don't care whether it's raining or not. The leather has gotten enough of a patina that it's kind of like bulletproof. And this bag fits so much that it's actually really practical, small looking bag that will just take a lot of your crap and is not going to complain about it. Doesn't happen a lot, right? And now I'm going to put them like together just to save a little bit of time. My Neverfull GM and my Neverfull in the MM size. And I actually have one more Neverfull in the GM size, but with the pink interior. This one was with the beige. And it's currently housing a lot of crap. So I'm not going to take it out right now, but fair to say it's become a beach bag, a I don't care kind of beach bag, which I'm very happy about. These ones I enjoy a lot during the summertime. I love the patina, and I love when the bags get like lived and loved, and you know, there are moments where we need a tote anyway, especially in summertime when you want to grab a lot of your crap with you. I personally need a lot more during the summertime. I take my sunscreen with me. I need water, snacks perhaps, you know, maybe a book, or there's just so much more outdoorsy stuff to do so that you do end up taking things just in case. You know what I mean? So I am currently using this bag, and yeah, I have been thinking throughout the years like, oh, should I sell one? Should I not? But I know that I will regret it if I do. So I am keeping it, wearing it, and loving it. So this is my next one, and I was influenced by the internet because I had a whole phase where I was obsessed with the Prada nylon, and literally like I think it was nostalgia again. Like the teenage me would have purchased every single one of the nylon bags and would have carried them to school, like the messengers and everything. All of the styles that I've just completely grown out of, and it's not my lifestyle anymore. But I was looking around for like a great travel bag because why not? Okay. And I stumbled upon this one, and I looked at a lot of reviews on the internet, and one of, who was it? It was, you know, definitely who that is. I just don't remember the name. She's a huge makeup YouTuber, and she's had a lot of controversy. I used to watch her back in the day, but then I stopped. But she was reviewing this specific bag, and she was saying how great it is to take on a trip. Now, technically, this is a diaper bag, but it does not look like it. And I purchased it with no babies in sight. My child was already quite old that I did not need a diaper bag, but this is truly like the best travel tote. If you want to, I'm going to film a video just separately about this bag. This is how much I have to say about this, but I love that, first of all, you can remove this strap, but you can use the top handles to put them on to put the bag on your shoulder, but you can equally use this strap, and you can even make it crossbody if you want to. It also slides on your carry-on rolling luggage. So this is a great bag. And we all know nylon is carefree. And personally, nylon is a type of material, like when I have worn this like a lot and I start seeing things on it, I would not be scared to throw it into the washing machine. That's how carefree I think it is. We're moving to my absolute favorite. Like, I don't know, my friend said the other day, I said I'm going to buy another handbag, and she was like, you're probably going to buy another Bottega again. You should be Bottega's ambassador. But there is nothing better than the Bottega leather. Look, I told you I'm a poet. This is another dimension. This is the hop bag, by the way, if I didn't mention, in the large size and in the fondant color. So this is the chocolate divine smooshness. And this bag, I know, is going to become so buttery soft. The strap already has become quite soft, so I think I already showed this to you, but I can yap about it till the cows come home. I do have a little bit of an issue with something that might potentially be a little fault that I need to repair, but it's not there yet, and I am in talks with Bottega. I'm going to update you as soon as I know more, because I want to know whether the Bottega after sales service is just as good as people say. I've never had any bad things happen, but there is something on this bag where I think like maybe a stitch is going to come loose, and I wanted to cover myself. I already contacted Bottega to ask them what I should do, because I don't have a store near me. And I purchased this via Maya Theresa. I purchased this via My Theresa. So I don't know whether I should go through them, but I directly contacted Bottega, and we shall see. We shall see what happens. But maybe I need to buy another one. Maybe that's the thing. No, I don't. But I really, I'm a huge Bottega lover. Another proof that I love Bottega. This is the Bottega Arco Tote, like the original Arco Tote, which I bought pre-loved. And I got a great deal because nobody was wanting it. And maybe I know why, because it gets this kind of like weird shape when you wear it, but I don't care. I think it's a really cool little tote. And as always, like Bottega quality is second to none, impeccable. Now we've gotten to the black sheep of the family, which is the Balenciaga Blackout City Bag. When did I buy it? God only knows. It was well before the whole thing went down. I am not opposed to people wearing the stuff that they purchased from a Balenciaga. Who am I, first of all? Who am I to say what you are allowed or not allowed to do? But a lot of feelings trying to come to surface. Anyways, this bag, I would actually really want to carry it and wear it because it is my style. Like this, I think it is me. The classic city bag is not me. Too many, like, I just, no. The thing I hate about this bag, everything is perfect, but I hate the strap. I've said it time and time again, and I have not found a strap that would fit with this bag, because also you have that type of hardware, so you cannot put any willy-nilly thing and have it look good. But the strap just falls off the shoulder like instantly. It is, I don't even know how they managed to do that. Well, no, it doesn't, but it's also because I'm wearing something that, you see, has like this higher spot here. Anyways, it is so goddamn annoying, and this is the main reason I'm not wearing it. It's not because I don't want to be seen outside with this bag. Listen, I got it pre-loved, so I'm happy that I didn't pay full price for it. But if you purchased anything from Balenciaga before the thing, also if you purchase something after, like who am I to say anything, right? It's all a lot of money. It's all a lot of resource that we put into these things. Please have fun. But at the same time, would I buy something new from Balenciaga? I'm going to tell you. And I know some of you are going to say this is ugly anyways, but I'm obsessed with the Rodeo bag from Balenciaga. There's no way I'm going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it from Balenciaga. There's absolutely no way. The only way that I would go and purchase that bag would be pre-loved, or maybe at a consignment store, you know, because then Balenciaga doesn't get my money, and also they don't get the numbers. They don't get to see like, oh, we need to produce more because they're all like loving our stuff. But I'll tell you real honestly, the Rodeo bag from Balenciaga, I think is such a gorgeous bag. It is literally what I would want in a bag. I could literally put 6 other bags on a chopping block and replace them with the Rodeo bag because it is so me. It is so me. But the fact that it's tainted, that it comes from Balenciaga, maybe Demna has touched it. I do not know. I don't want to have anything to do with it. But this is my little black sheep, literally, figuratively speaking. But other than that, it's a cool bag. I still haven't figured out what to do with the strap situation because why? It is what it is. This is my Speedy 40 that has been personalized, and this is as far as I'll go with Jane Birkin-fying a bag. I really, really love the look of stuff hanging out, bag charms, but I just can't, look, if I was to do that, I would cringe so hard because I would really feel that I'm trying so hard. And yet I love the look. Like, throw me this Miu Miu bow bag that I've been lusting after and like all of the bag charms. But I know that this bag is going to look so boring and rubbish without any bag charms. So this is as far as I'll go. This is a little bracelet my daughter made me. Love, mama. So I have it here, and this is I have used it as a poolside bag as well many a times, and I love using this bag as a poolside bag. This was the reason why I personalized it like this, and I'm really happy with it. This is my Proenza PS11 bag. I don't want to tell the story. Do I have to tell the story? I don't want to tell the story, but the story basically will paint me in a very bad light as a really bitchy, evil stepmother. Mr. Summer has 2 daughters from his previous marriage, and they are 2 fine young ladies. And because I'm in an age gap relationship, I am much closer to age to technically my stepdaughters, even though I never raised them, but I think this is like the proper thing to say. They're my stepdaughters officially. And one of them also loves fashion, and throughout the years we have bonded over that. Unlike me, she's a very regulated person, and she has her own taste. And the Proenza bag was one bag that she wanted years and years and years ago. And when I felt very flattered, she just like asked for my advice, and I looked at this bag and I didn't like it. And she got it, and it grew on me. The bag started growing on me. And I remember years later, it was during COVID, I think, I saw it on Vestiaire. This is the bigger size. She has a smaller size, so I didn't do a complete one-on-one there. But I remember I saw it on Vestiaire, and I just added to cart. It came home. And if you're a handbag lover, you will know what I mean. It's if you go down the rabbit hole that I was telling you about and you look at reviews, and what I love about bags is when people really talk about how something is like, you know, aging together with them and getting like nicer and beaten up and all that. And this bag looked so nice and so cool. So I bought it. I literally didn't dare to tell her for months. And then when I did, she was like, oh, but that's no big deal. But then still I felt so horrendous. So this is evil stepmom kind of bag. But this is a really, really cool and very original bag. And I take all of my negative talks about this bag back. Very understated, but so, so, so cool. And honestly, if I had this bag as my only bag, I would completely wear it down. I have seen it completely worn out, and I love the look of it. So maybe I should actually grab this one now. Maybe I will. Baba tote. The only downside of this bag is it does fit ton loads. It does fit a lot of stuff, but it gets really heavy. But who cares? That's my karma, probably. Okay, moving right along, I'm gonna get this out of the way as well, because then we have established I'm a horrible person. This is the Celine belt bag. So remember that stepdaughter I told you about with the previous bag? Well, this is another one that shows what an evil person I am and how obsessed I am with handbags. But we went to Paris, just she and her, and it was a long time ago. I wish we could do it again. We went because she wanted this bag, and I also purchased the bag. I sound like a person who doesn't have any breaks and who's like, I want whatever she's having. But honestly, I'm not like that. But maybe with handbags. Nothing else, but just handbags. So this is the Celine micro bag. She bought the nano size. I even have a video with the smaller size as well. So if you want to, you can go look at it. This will forever remind me of our trip together. So this is sentimentally a very lovely bag. Size-wise, it's just, I would say, like, I wish it was either somewhat smaller or somewhat bigger, and preferably somewhat bigger, because I wish I could fit my iPad in there. But having said that, it's a gorgeous bag. I have always said that this gives me the Hermes Kelly feelings on a much friendlier budget. This is also one of those bags that has been discontinued. So Phoebe Philo, we're still thinking of you, and we're still loving your design. And yeah. Another Phoebe Philo bag that has been discontinued. This is a Celine Nano luggage. And I have liked the luggage series for a long time. I even purchased an actual large luggage on the pre-loved market, but it turned out to be so huge and so large and cumbersome. And then again, all of the videos I looked at the Nano luggage, this is a timeless bag. I don't care what you're saying. This is not a trendy bag. This is a timeless bag. Now that I'm seeing it again, I'm like, why on earth haven't I used it in a while? It's really nice. It sits flat on your body. It's a really, really nice bag, and it fits so much. Essentially, it is a mini tote, but you can also put your water bottle up here, just like standing, and go about your day. It's a great bag for summer, and now that I'm thinking about this, I should use this a lot more. So I'm going to put it into the forefront. This is my Chanel Maxi double flap bag. This was my very, very, very first Chanel purchase. And I've always mentioned that I'm someone who carries my bags. I will wear my bags. I will carry my bags. I will want them to age. That's what they're for. And when I got this bag, I went with this bag everywhere, to the beach, but not like beach day, but like walks on a beach, or just like I used this whenever I could. And I still love it so, so, so much. I can crossbody this one. It's huge, but you know, the option is there. Like if it gets really heavy or if I'm traveling or whatnot. And oh, I'm looking at it now in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I should wear it more as well. Maybe I should just grab a Chanel. I just love handbags way too much. I cannot even decide in my own collection. Here is my Louis Vuitton Pochette Matisse in cherry berry, something berry. A really cool color. I have not used it either, like in quite a long time. I have it on a very short crossbody length. It can definitely be somewhat longer, but this is a great bag. I don't even know why I haven't used it. Maybe I'm gonna grab this one today. I am so indecisive. It's shopping in your own closet, but also I wanna say this is the best way to save money, because yours truly still has a wish list. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, what the hell are you doing with a wish list? You got everything you need. So zip it. Okay? Okay. But no, not really. Here's another bag that I copied from a friend. Actually, it's horrendous. But anyways, this is the Gucci Marmont bag. And I know some of you will like puke at the sight of it. But don't. You know what? this is a really good quality bag. This is not one of those flimsy things that you're going to buy at the store right now and it's going to get 2 scratches and it's going to look completely worn out and whatnot. It looks so good with an all black outfit. Like, imagine there's no white and no hardware, nothing. An all black outfit and you have this. I don't care what you're saying. I'm loving it. And isn't that like the most important thing? Ooh, it is so cool. I saw my friend who has the smaller size. It looks so good on her. Like, I want to eat it up when I see it. And I saw it, and she's also the kind of person who uses her bags. So a great reference to know how a bag holds up. Her bag had been used and loved for quite some time. Looked brand new. And the minute I saw it, I was like, oh, put it back on my wish list. And a few months later, I actually had to cash out on my store credit at Gucci, or otherwise it would have just rendered useless. And this was, hand on heart, it was the only thing that I saw in the store that I actually really wanted. And the fact that I got it with the store credit, girl math, you know, made it like worthwhile. And truthfully, I really like this bag. I went with this bag to a fun park recently. Perfect crossbody bag. If you want to look a little bit like interesting, like summon, a little bit of a logo whore, but not too much, then I think this is a really, really great bag. And I really love it. Here is the Alma BB in black. And this one I call the Queen Elizabeth bag. I've said it many times. I don't name my bags. I'm not an idiot, okay? I just named this one. This is Queen Elizabeth. But this gives me the vibes like I'm very posh because I never wear it with the long strap. So this is really just the kind of like hold in your hand type of bag. Here is my Prada nylon camera bag, which I'm really happy that I got this one instead of the re-edition, you know, crossbody thing. Also, this fits a lot. Has the same attributes. You have that little pouch over here, and it has a front pocket for the phone. It has a main compartment, and then even like a back compartment that is a really good size. So it fits ton loads, very packable and stackable. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of the nylon. Am I overpaying for something that is nylon? Of course I am. Here's my Dior saddle bag, which I love. I bought it pre-loved, and many years later, the strap followed. I don't even remember when I bought the strap. It was not that long ago, actually, but I really love this bag. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I love the way that it looks, you know, and I'm not someone who is very adventurous with outfits, and I'm just trying to do something. I'm not a fashion connoisseur, but I love fashion and I love details and accessorizing and all that. And this, you know, put on like a khaki utility jacket of some kind, cinch it in and put this one on the shoulder, and it's just like beautiful. This is my Bottega padded cassette bag, which I wanted so bad when it came out. And I remember when it cost literally half of what it does now. And I think I waited for a few price increases, like it just went up another $100 and another $100. And then eventually I pulled the plug. And I don't regret it. Now, again, is this something that I'm wearing a lot? No, but ooh, this makes me feel all kinds of ways. This bag is extremely useful when you are carrying something that is a little bit more fragile and you need a buffer. Honestly, sunglasses, I don't put sunglasses in their case when they're in this bag because I feel that this bag is already like a protective shell on itself. Now, this is a bag that I use a ton loads. This is the Bottega Getaway bag in the small size, I believe, or the smallest that they do make. The Getaway bag in the Bottega collection is basically comparable to a Speedy or a bowling bag of another brand. And so the Getaway bag does come in like huge sizes, but this is the small size. This is the everyday size. You have this top handle, you have the beautiful intrecciato leather, you have the leather interior and some junk, and you have a back pocket which is zippered. And the awesome thing, well, it has many awesome things, but one of the most awesome things is that the zipper opens up completely to the sides, but then you have the gussets over here. So as you can see, it will keep stuff in your bag. It's not like something is gonna fall out of here. Love it. But that also means that you can basically keep your bag open when you're going around. Nobody can get in there when you're holding the top handle, but you can like go in and out of the bag without having to worry that your stuff is going to get lost or whatnot. And whew, this is a gorgeous bag. But this is funny because my friend laughs at me all the time because I'm the type of person that if I find something that works for me, I will get it in every color. That I do that with clothes, with shoes, with sunglasses. I do it even with bags, although I have really kept myself from doing it. No, I haven't. I've been actually pretty good with bags, haven't I? Yes. I have refrained from doing that with handbags because this is going to become a very expensive type of thing. This, funnily enough, is a bag that I think looks best in the fondant color, so in this brown color. And I could not even think what other color I would want to have it because I feel that this is kind of just this color. So even if I had the opportunity to get it in another color, I wouldn't. I love it the way that it is, and this is definitely one of my most used bags the past year. To finish up, I have two little pretty girls. The first one is the Chanel wallet on chain. Technically, it's a small leather good, but we all use it as a bag. But I mean, come on, it's a bag. It's a bag. And it's a great little thing to run errands. I have it with the magnetic closure, and I really enjoy it. It's a beautiful bag. It doesn't fit a lot. I do get pretty annoyed sometimes, but this is exactly what I take with me when I need just my cards, my phone, a lip gloss, and that's it. And you need to run out the door, you need to run some errands, and it's perfect for that. I think I double checked everything, and we are down to the very last bag. Wow, aren't you patient? This is the Bottega Andiamo clutch in the color Barolo. Not a huge clutch person. You have seen I don't have that many clutches. Oh, no, I have one more. I almost forgot. So I have the Roger Vivier clutch, but I also have one from Jimmy Choo. And this is one that I pack away real nicely. Basically, it looks like a lot of crystals, but it's not. It's like a textured fabric of some kind. But this one, oh, I have everything I need for an evening out. A painkiller. That's it. That's all there is. So it has this one little card slot at the back, and it has a chain to carry it on the shoulder, but this one literally fits nothing. This is purely a gala bag for me. And do I go to galas often? No, but every now and then there is one, and then I'm just happy that I'm covered. I have my Roger Vivier black one. I have this one, which is silver. And then I also have this one, which is the Andiamo clutch from Bottega, obviously. Intrecciato, we all recognize it. This is the one in the color Barolo, and I absolutely love this. When this came out, I was instantly drawn to the look of it, but my reaction was no, useless, pointless, because it doesn't fit a thing, blah, 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 blah. look at me now. But then I saw my friend wearing it and she had so much stuff in there. And I realized East-West, you know, it's basically like 2 bags in one. You know what I mean? So I'm a fan. And I think it's going to wear really nicely as well. So yeah, this is my very, very last bag, if I'm correct. I do have a few contemporary pieces, but this is not what this video is about. So I think that I'm going to leave you at it, and I will talk to you guys another time. Thank you so much if you made it this far. Wow, you're brave. And I'll see you again next time. Bye.